What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Matt, and this is the car that I'm currently living out of as I make my way from Key West, Florida to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, the southernmost to the northernmost point of the continental United States. And I've been living in my car now for about a month. We've made it coast to coast, baby. We made it here. So we started in Florida, and now I'm in Los Angeles, California. This is actually where I live, and I've been here for the last 3 weeks or so. I pre-recorded everything the last few weeks that you guys were watching because I wanted to take the last few weeks to really focus in on getting some work, getting some money, and getting myself prepared for the next leg of the trip because it's gonna be a wild one. Up to Alaska is a long journey. Today, I'm headed down to Laguna Beach. I've never been to Laguna Beach. I've been living in Los Angeles for about a year and like a month or two. I've heard it's beautiful. Pictures look awesome, so I'm kind of stoked to see it. And then I'll find a nice little camp spot and give you guys a tour of my car because I made some upgrades. Let's get into it. Good old brake lights and traffic, baby. That is the thing about California. Even though the prices might be jacked up, honestly, everything is kind of jacked up, but at least you have the mountains, the beach, the desert. You got a little bit of everything. It looks like I'm getting pretty close now to Laguna Beach, and you can tell because all of the parking is taken up. And I guess there are lots where you can park and pay and take a trolley in. Yeah, it's pretty crowded. All right, well, Laguna is a bust for today. It's a Saturday. There's literally nowhere to park. And also, it costs a bunch of money to park. I definitely still want to try and hit a beach. We made it a little bit up the coast. I'm parked at a Trader Joe's. Probably not really supposed to stay there, but we're gonna find parking for Leah's car. And we got some cherries for the beach. There she is, California coast. So we ended up about 10 minutes, 15 minutes north of Laguna. It's the only place that we could even find any sort of parking. Dude, what are you doing? Oh my God, that is frigid, dude. Holy. It is definitely not like Florida water. Crack them. Dink. That's good. Don't even think about it, bud. You don't really think about having to go back up after you go down. All right, time to go camping.
Yeah, have fun.
And then there was one. Again. Funny enough, this is actually the coolest place as far as temperature goes that I have been since I left Pennsylvania. It was hotter than this the entire rest of my journey across country. I'm glad we got to get out and go to the beach today, but time for some camping. I missed being on the roads. I think it's tour time. We got some new gadgets to show off. The best way that I think I can give this tour is starting in the front, the driver's seat, pilot seat. And there's really nothing going on up here, to be honest. We got normal, everything is normal, just a standard car charger for my phone. And this is where I normally keep my backpack. If I'm out and about, I'll put my backpack back here on the bed, just so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. I have deep tint on the back windows, so you can't really see in. But this backpack is my work backpack. Down here at the floorboard, I have a duffel bag. This has all of my cold weather clothes. So I have all of my like jackets, hoodies, coats, all that stuff is down there. Moving on, I keep my toiletries up here on the front seat. This is a lifesaver. These are solar panels that are foldable. So the solar panels go to my battery bank, which we're gonna step back one door now. I have the 2000 watt EcoFlow Delta Pro battery bank, and that is so clutch. That charges up my camera batteries on the road. It charges up my fridge, which is the next thing. And this is the Iceco JP30. So a good amount of space, nothing crazy, but it does the job. And I have fresh food, which is an absolute must out here. And then I have these portable fans. You guys saw the video. It was over 100 degrees while I was camping there in Nevada, and without these fans, I was as good as gone. They don't have disposable batteries, which is awesome. It's a rechargeable battery, and I just plugged that right into my power bank as well. Above my power bank is where I always keep my water, and right now I have a couple groceries for tonight, but normally I just keep water and like miscellaneous stuff up on top of the battery bank. Over here on the other side is kind of a mess. It started out as just tools, and it quickly became the pile of everything I don't know what to do with, I'm gonna put right there. I have this new gadget, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. I don't want to spoil it yet. We have a pot that I bought for cooking, these no rinse food contact wipes, Pullman table, which is fantastic. I use this thing basically everywhere that doesn't have picnic tables. Normally I just get a primitive site, which is just like on public lands and it's free to stay at. So that's normally how I do it. But tonight I'm at the established campground. So I have a table here, which means I'm not going to be using the Coleman table, but that thing is an absolute lifesaver and game changer. These here are my blackout shades. My windows are tinted down to 5%, so honestly, you can't really even see in anyway, but when it's nighttime and you're in the car and you have lights on, whether it's your phone, your laptop because I'm editing, or the lights on the inside of the car, you can see directly through the tint. On one side, it's this black fabric, so I put that up against the window, so it just looks like it's completely blacked out, and then on the other side, it's just the Reflectix. You can buy a big roll of the reflector stuff at Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever hardware store, and cut it to size. I made a short, I think, doing it, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. Then down below, I have the most important thing actually in the entire car tour, which are these Wiley Wallaby. I have this little guy, which is clutch. This is a little shovel. Any guesses what this is for? When I am out in the middle of nowhere and I gotta do my duty. I dig a hole and then I do my business and cover it back up with the dirt. I have oil, two quarts of oil. I have a 2015 Subaru Outback. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but I burn oil. So usually about 1,000 miles before my oil change is due, I have to go ahead and top off my oil. This is a camping chair, a camping hammock. I have tools, so I have a ratchet set, a wrench set, my drills, and tape measure and all that. I have a hatchet down here for firewood, wood glue, and then this is a portable jump kit. If my battery in my car ever dies and I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I'm not stranded. Besides for the portable jump kit, I also have regular jumper cables here, and I have this long range magnet, so if I need to get anything under the hood, this has a magnet on the end and also a little grabber. Welcome to my bedroom. Here in my room, I have my fans. I keep a paper towel roll next to me, a tripod for my camera. I have a couple of books to read, a little portable desk, and tucked behind that, this is another tripod. Up top here, my towel, my bathroom toiletries, so like for showering, my soap, shampoo, all that good stuff is in there. Over here, we have our spice rack, so yeah, we have like cinnamon sugar and stuff in here. Honestly, I just didn't have anywhere good to put spices, and I didn't have enough space in my kitchen drawer, so I just threw them up there and called it a day and said, that's good enough. Moving to the back, this is the bread and butter of the build, the only actual build part of this car build. I wanted to keep this as minimalistic as possible. I feel like when you keep it that way, there's less things that can go wrong, there's less stresses, less headaches. This is the only thing that could break, and I don't think this is gonna break. There are things that go wrong on the vehicle. Why make more stress and have a build that could also break? The side is kind of where I just keep more miscellaneous stuff. I have a 2-person backpack and ground tent. I have some dry bags stuffed back there, ground cloth, things like that. Another new goodie that I'll show you guys in just a little bit here. And of course, trash bags. I tied so I can keep my clothes clean. On top, we have our air fryer. To be honest, I don't use it as much as I thought I was gonna use it because it does end up drawing quite a bit of current. Coleman foldable fold and go stove. This stove is what I've been using now for the last month every time I cook. You guys saw that every time it was even slightly windy, this stove just did not cook my food at all. And that's when this came into play, which I'll show you guys in just a little bit as well. That's something that I just got. Next to my stove is where I keep these bad boys. So these are LED light bars, and they're magnetic. So I have light in my hatch right there on my ceiling, so I can stick a light up there. And this shouldn't have been a recent discovery, but it was a recent discovery. The whole car is metal, so I can stick my lights anywhere I feel like, which is awesome. Down below, we have our 2-drawer system. So drawer 1 is like my clothing drawer. I threw all of this stuff in here this morning for video purposes. I actually have all of my clothes in my apartment, but I wanted to throw some stuff in here to show you, give you a good reference. Keep my socks, underwear, and shirts up in this side, and then I keep shorts, longer socks, and like sweatpants and whatever up on this side. I have dude showers. I highly recommend dude showers. They have been nothing but awesome. They leave me feeling pretty clean. So I have a box of liquid IV, which is important when you're out there and you're sweating a lot and you don't have a ton of opportunity to hydrate properly. My kitchen drawer, dude. Everything I need is right here. So right now I don't have a whole lot in here, once again, just because I haven't been living in the car for a few weeks. Really, I mean, what more can a guy ask for? Let's be serious. Let's get into the new goodies, because honestly, that's what I'm most excited for. The new goodie, 10 bucks, and it might just save my life. This is all exposed, so whenever there's any wind coming in, it just blows the flame right out. So I got a little windscreen. It's not windy at all tonight, so won't be a good test, but boom. Whatever direction the wind is coming from, I can just set my windscreen up to block it out. I think this is gonna be a pretty good game changer for me. One thing that I forgot back here in this area, I also have a bear spray canister. I have not had to use this at all, thankfully, but I am headed north next, so fingers crossed I still won't have to use it. If you guys have been watching my videos, you see that I have found a new enjoyment for going off-road. I am planning potentially a 500-mile off-road route. So one of my other new Gazmos that I got, this bad boy. So this thing right here is a tire deflator and inflator. It's a portable air compressor. You can pick your tire pressure. You just press the button and it goes ahead and inflates your tires to that tire pressure. And you also have a deflate button here on the side. On the list of new gadgets, probably gonna be my favorite new one. The most sought after item from the last month that is gonna absolutely, if it works the way it's supposed to, change my life. We got a bug screen for the back. It just magnetizes around the rest of the car here. So I'm hoping that that's gonna do the trick. Boom. Now we're all closed in. I can work from my car with lights on and everything without bugs getting in there and still having an awesome airflow. So with this, I don't have to use the stove for coffee in the morning. I just pull this out, I boil some water real quick, and boom, we're done. Think, there we go. I am pretty thirsty, and I got something that I've never had before. I was at Trader Joe's earlier, and I saw a sparkling pineapple juice beverage. You guys know how I am with sparkling water. I'm basically addicted. Juice? I don't know. I've never tried it. Dang, that's good, dude. All right, let's talk about the game plan. As you guys know, I went from Los Angeles back to Pennsylvania, built all of this out, went down to Florida, went from Key West, and now I'm all the way in Los Angeles. So I am gonna go up the eastern side of California until I hit Lake Tahoe and Reno, Nevada. I'm gonna go across Nevada until I hit Salt Lake City, Utah. And then from Salt Lake City, I'm gonna go up into Wyoming, then head on into Montana. I'll cross over into Canada, go up through Banff and Jasper, and then make my way west over toward Alaska. Once I'm done with Prudhoe Bay, the game plan from there is to head down the western side of Alaska all the way down into Vancouver in Canada, and then cross over into Washington and take the PCH all the way south. It's a lot, and when I say it out loud, it definitely seems like I'm biting off a bit more than I can chew. If you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and press that subscribe button, because our journey is just starting, really. I'm nervous, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good ride. If you guys have any suggestions, please make sure you drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear any suggested spots or routes. The one thing that I didn't mention is I have to do all of it by the end of September. In the beginning of October, October 1st, I got to be on a plane back to Pennsylvania from LA. So I'm gonna start cooking up dinner. Got ground beef, sauce, and pasta. We're just gonna mix it all together. That's our gourmet dinner, dude. Got beef. I'm gonna give this new stove a shot and see just how fast I can boil some water with it. There it is, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and the water is boiling. Oh yeah, that is indeed, factually, verifiably bussin'. There she is. Half a pound of beef, half a pound of pasta, half a jar of sauce. Since we're all doing it in twos, I mean, it's only fair, right? I wouldn't want the sparkling pineapple juice to feel left out, so cheers. I will catch you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I honestly slept pretty well. Oh, what a surprise. Yogurt. Look at that view, dude. That's insane. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I am so stoked for what's to come on this second leg of the trip up to Alaska. And if you guys would like to help support the channel just a little bit more and help me continue making these videos, you can head over to my Buy Me a Coffee, buymeacoffee.com/MattMatterick. I'd really appreciate your support over there. It means more than you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Just remember, live fulfilled.